Friday night and the city lights are shining bright. We're cruising down the streets, feeling alright. No destination, just chasing the thrill. Running wild, no time to kill. Was gonna come the day, and there he was. Crossing door into a war. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Friday night and the city lights are shining bright. We're cruising down the streets, feeling alright. No destination, just chasing the thrill. Running wild, no time to kill. Was gonna come the day, and there he was. Crossing door into a war. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Friday night and the city lights are shining bright. We're cruising down the streets, feeling alright. No destination, just chasing the thrill. Running wild, no time to kill. Was gonna come the day, and there he was. Crossing door into a war. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Friday night and the city lights are shining bright. We're cruising down the streets, feeling alright. No destination, just chasing the thrill. Running wild, no time to kill. Was gonna come the day, and there he was. Crossing door into a war. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's down the high on the road. Caution, learn how to bloody drive. By God, it's
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are finally here for another round of the buggy Formula 123. But today, round 6, we got a sprint race and we got a special guest. Unfortunately, the game will pause again because you know how shit it is. But we have somebody with us, the one, the only, the man who drove most of the season. It is none other then Mr. Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Tony. I'm really looking forward to this race, and you can bet it's going to be very chaotic into turn one.
Oh,
Hopefully,
God.
after about 5 rounds of everyone getting to know each other, maybe they might keep it a bit clean.
No,
Maybe.
that's not going to happen. We know what the future awaits. Triple safety car, but hopefully that will not be the case. I gotta say, Ryan, it's awesome to have you here. As I can see, you are falling in love with this game the same way I am. That's why you're not in the grid anymore. Why have you decided to step away from it?
It just seemed very, very cursed for me to keep driving. Every race has always been pretty bad. Either things beyond my control happening, just my own mistakes, such as fan attack, failing to work and getting no force feedback in the first spa, having like the internet connection drop out completely in the last round of spa. It's just been non-stop agony. So to save myself some stress and also to help Williams have a chance of achieving good positions, decided to give up my seat in hopes that they can secure it in the constructors.
What a lovely teammate, supporting his man, the Philbo. Philbo Baggins right now leading. What a great driver he is. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? Very happy to have Ryan Howard here with me. And Ryan, I want to ask you, is this going to be the only time we're going to be together? Or are we going to meet up again?
We should hopefully meet up again very, very soon.
I like how that sounds, Ryan. They see me rolling, they hating. Okay, mama. But we are waiting for the race to commence. Let's get the engines running, because of course we know if one fuck with me. There you go. Third time it pauses for no reason whatsoever. Now,
good fun with this game.
Oh man, what a lovely game. Coded by the Code Masters. Did you see that pun? They're the masters of making bugs that didn't exist before. So that's lovely. Well, we are now awaiting for the drivers to finish their setups. Ready for 9 laps of the sprint. And Ryan, as you said, turn number 1 is going to be frantic, and it might be the end for more than one person on the track. We'll find out if they've learned their ways from what happened at Spa, where, let's be pretty honest with ourselves and with the viewers, it was horrendous in terms of racing standards. So hopefully everybody has learned the lesson. A few seconds away from the start, and I want to ask you, before we go green, who do you think is going to be the man to take the checkered flag, both in the sprint and the race?
Well, there's a reverse grid order during the sprint race, so I'm going to say maybe Drift King, perhaps. Maybe Philbo. They're definitely in the contention and the top drivers for it. But it's really hard to say. It really usually is. It could be down to Dag. Monza's one of those tracks where it's easy, but you have to perfect every part of it.
Well, as you said, the red's turning green and it's time to start his LJM. Starting things off at the lead, heading into turn number 1. The first momentum with Alfred. Figlio. Here we go! Oh my God! The Ferrari of Motormac, what are you smoking? Completely flat. We have had a caution. Thankfully, no crashes. I am so surprised. My God, Mac is flying all over the place. And of course, he has a stop and go penalty, so that ain't feeling too good. We're going to the second variante. That's a good exit right there from Mr. Solo. And we have had an incident, it seems. Let's go on board. As we see Solo trying to make a move on the inside of Lisman number 1. Lisman number 2 is going to be a better exit once again. Looks pretty clean from everybody, just individual mistakes. LJM flying away from the crowd. Another yellow flag has been thrown. Time for a Scotty. Everybody keeping it clean, which are great news. And well, I think you and I are very surprised.
Don't count the chickens before they hatch. Still have a couple of cars get over that last corner and through the start-finish line. And yeah, looks like very, very clean up there.
Oof, I gotta tell you, I didn't expect this. So they did learn the lesson. Paz right now fighting with the Drift King, who you said could be one of the guys to take the checker. What's happened to the Ferrari of George? He has had a very bad exit out of the first variante, and he crosses the line. That is very dangerous to switch lanes, especially when you are going that fast. Let me get Ryan some more volume, because at least in my stream it says you can hear him. So Ryan, please, can you please talk again?
Yes, sir. Anyway, we're coming down through the Lesmos at the moment. Really critical that you get really good entry on part of Lesmo 1 and then really maximize the exit of Lesmo 2, because you have a very long straight down to Ascari. And it does look like my replacement is doing very, very well for himself at the moment.
You've done well for Williams. Goddamn. LJM feeling himself. But of course, right now we don't have DRS enabled. Once the DRS is available for everybody, that will switch things up. Ryan Harris with the fastest lap of 21.981. Here you see Jorgeos behind. Solo 21.954 from Crumpets. Here we go, side by side through the first variante. Very aggressive there from Mr. Jorgeos, and that, let's be honest, surely wasn't going to work. Well set. Let's go with Danzak, who's actually keeping up with LJM. Oh no!
Safety car. Looks like maybe Solo was involved in that.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to give you any replays there. You see he's missing the front wing, as you said. Thank you very much for the information.
He's going to have to box. Sit down at the bottom. But luckily, it's virtual safety car, so maybe he can get away with it.
Well, can I be honest? I'm about to cry. No safety car. It's just a virtual one. Dude, I'm about to cry of happiness. Oi! Harris with a drive-through, spinning under the virtual safety car. Ryan sounds like he's in another room. Ryan, you need to get that mic sorted, mate. We got 2 drive-throughs already, and look at this. What a battle. 5 cars, nearly 6, going into Parabolica. Of course, Solo is going to have to pit it. So let's go with his teammate, with Rules, fighting with Silver Baggins, as well as Pies and the Drift King. Look at the speed of the Alfa Romeo. Makes 1, makes 2, makes 3. Here we go into the first variante. Gets it done. Rules with an unbelievable maneuver. You take 3 on 1. LJM surely must be very happy that the drive-through is there for Josta. Solo, of course, dropping to the back. And Ryan, very clean race so far. I'm about to cry.
It looks to be absolutely amazing.
Oh, well, have I jinxed it? No, I haven't. Thank the Lord.
Looks like Motomac is really racking up them penalties at the moment. It is unfortunate for him at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, not having a good night. No many penalties. One of the drive-thrus has gone out, so that's good news for whoever. Yeah, sorry?
That's going to give the Haas a huge advantage there when Josta serves his drive-through there.
And I have to say as well, you gotta be happy. You gotta be hella happy that you see Ian Beale making some more moves. And as we head into the first variante once again, looks like he wants to get another one done. Lap number 5, no safety cars. This is going to be the first clean race of the season. God almighty. I'm nearly in tears. Mr. Howard, I'm going to pause the game quickly so I can give you even more volume. So please, let me know. You said Philbo could have had the lead, but unfortunately, he is struggling on that P11.
Yeah, it just looks like an unfortunate case of being really stuck in the DRS train. Once you're in it, it's kind of hard to make moves unless you completely dump your battery, which drivers will be looking to do within the next 2 laps.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, Mr. Howard, we're about to enter lap number 6 with a 3 wide as we head into Parabolica. Let's be honest, if you don't have racing standards or Monza, you need to learn a lot before going on a public lobby. We've had an issue. Show stop. Why did they throw the yellow flag when he came into the pit lane? No sense at all. So we go back with the lead. Sorry? They want to make me nervous.
I think maybe you overslowed on the pit entry that may have brought out the local yellow.
Yeah,
very most likely.
Still a little weird though. Second variante there from LAJM, who's nearly every single corner. Textbook performance so far, solid with the fastest lap of 21.7. Another yellow. It is in Bill having a little bit of issues at the back, as you could see. Bilbo getting one position. Please tell me, Ryan.
I was going to just say, it did look like the second chicane, someone did come off. Maybe it was that they went side by side, got tapped. Maybe they just outbraked themselves. It's hard to tell.
So I do have to say, one way or the other, they're racing hard and I like it. The most important thing, they're racing clean, my friend. That is something I'm really proud of. The fact that we're not having stupid incidents. Let's be honest. Monza is one of the easiest tracks to learn. Very simple to drive. Just a few corners here and there, but it's mostly full on the throttle. Here you see Paz trying to go for a move, and he might be able to make it because the Ferrari goes super slow through the first variante, and indeed Ryan Howard has the voice. There you have my main man.
Yeah, my voice. Oh, looks like there was a bit of contact between the Ferrari and the Williams just there, but nothing too egregious. And the Williams have moved up.
Williams' team is doing pretty damn fine. We have gotten another yellow flag. Today is a yellow flag day. Thankfully, no safety. It's a Sector 3 caution. We do not have anybody going slow, so I think that is just the game having a little bit of a seizure. Oh my God, side by side through a Scotty. Optical, what a move! That is incredible from the Red Bull. You gotta have some balls to do that. And let's be honest, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Optical. One of the best drivers when it comes to standards, when it comes to respecting others on track. And there you saw exactly why. Here we go. Rules and Drifkin side by side. Mortimac with another 10-second penalty. You see the Red Bull of Paz trying to make it through the drifting. He's not going to be able to do so, but it is Rules moving up to third. Ryan Howard. Another incident. This time around is Mortimac.
And we got Philbo, who's coming up to the second chicane right now, side by side with the Haas, and he's outbraked him. He's got the inside, and he's just taken the whole corner himself.
Yeah, no problem.
That's another position.
No problems whatsoever there from Philbo Baggins, who right now is really coming up in this last 3 laps, and that might be another one. Little bit of a mistake from Paz. DRS open for both, but of course Philbo has gotten the better exit. We head now into a Scotty for the 8th time this evening. Let's go through it, and of course Philbo is already ahead. Those soft tires working 280. Griff King and Rose are going to have a little bit of a battle now as we approach the finish line for what will be The last lap of the sprint. LJM, first time we see him on the season. He has been unstoppable on the sprint. Will it be the same?
I think that's very, very bad news for Philbo at the moment. He has just run out of energy, and that Red Bull of Pyres is just steaming up alongside of him.
Well, he's still going to stay ahead, it seems.
And the Pirates could just get that better exit. I think Philbo really will need to cover off the attack here.
Yeah, the tire compound also making a little bit of a difference, though. Because that is holding Philbo as much as he can. He's still going to fight it side by side. They go. And actually, Philbo stays ahead. Now it's going to be a battle of the Red Bull side by side through this one number one. There has been a flap when being thrown out. Who has it been? Looks like it has been Opticals. Yes, indeed. That is very unfortunately. Look at the speed difference. DRS and ERS enabled. Not even a challenge. We're going to go with a leader. You guys see deserves some time on the TV. LJM is going to take the victory on the sprint. What a race, huh? You got to be proud of that boy.
And Philbo's going back at it again. Sorry, yes. Congratulations at LGM for the win in the sprint on his debut at Williams.
Well, here you see it. 10 seconds second. Great performance. Rifkin on third. Rules of fourth. Philbo gonna get it done. P5 Pies just less than a tenth away. Optical. George. Jorgeos. Crumpets. Chicken. Beal. Josta. Harris. Bullet Racing and Solo. And last but not least, Mac to finish off the 17 drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for a sprint. We'll be right back with the race. See you in 5 minutes.
Friday night and the city lights are shining bright. We're cruising down the streets, feeling alright. No destination, just chasing the thrill. Running wild, no time to kill. Was gonna commentate, and there he was. Carson into a wall. Carson learned how to play drive. By God, it's down the high on the wall. Carson learned how to play drive. By God, it's down the high on the wall. Friday night and the city lights are shining bright. We're cruising down the streets, feeling alright. No destination, just chasing the thrill. Running wild, no time to kill. Was gonna commentate, and there he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, you saw my face there for a second. Why don't we go back with it? Hello! We need to go back. Somebody has rated up, but it wasn't time to. So it is time to start this race. 27 laps. And the green lights are out. LJM with a great start. The back is not looking too great. A pile up. 3, 4. And my God, a 3 wide. Jesus Christ, people just cutting the track all over the place. Yeah. The race has gone away there. My God almighty, look at the incident. Oh my God. Well, you want to raise standards. They have been thrown out the window. What the fuck just happened? Holy shit. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. How could people crash on a straight? And it wasn't one, it was about 6 cars that were involved in that. One of them crumpets, as you can see, no front wing. The green flag is out once again. You can see in the cars at the back, they're missing little pieces of the front wing as well. Holy Moses. Well, we thought we were going to have a clean race. That did not happen. Oh my days, what a start. We got 4 penalties in 2 corners and another punt from behind. Ryan Harris taking solo out.
What am I missing? What have I missed?
Wow, man, I just jinxed it. We thought we were going to have a very clean race, so that didn't happen. But what we do have is LJM and Drifkin fighting through lap number 1. Drifkin should be ahead on lap number 2, having the inside line. Nonetheless, LJM is just not going to give it up, and he's going to keep fighting. But seriously, the people who caused those incidents should be penalized harshly. There you see LJM taking the position back thanks to the ERS. Mortimac has retired from the session. I think he might have crashed the car, or that is what it seems. Side by side still is now Drifkin taking the lead. I don't know how, no safety car. Lap number 3 about to commence, of course. Let's take a look at the tires. As you can see, mostly everybody has gone for the medium compound. I think medium hard should be the best strategy for these 27 laps. What do you think, Ryan?
I think maybe a hard medium strategy would be best. You don't really need a very grippy tyre for Monza. Although the chicanes are a bit difficult to ride out, it is a lot of straight here and a lot of top end speed, so you just need to have that consistent tyre. So I definitely would go with the hard compounds over the softer ones.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. Here you see the side by side still. Good fight between these two, thankfully. No crashing. That's what we like to see. To the NFs already. Bilbo unfortunately out on the first lap of the race, being taken out harshly. DRS is open for the Williams. And look at how ridiculous that is. Not even a question, not even a thought. The move is completed. And here we go. Time for Parabolica. I do have to say, Danzak is showing some great level this race. We would usually see him at the mid-card, but today he's showing he's a main eventer. He can hang with the big boys. Great exit out of Parabolica. The DRS should be open now, and this could mean great things for the Mercedes. He goes side by side with the Williams. He tries the 3 wide. It's not going to happen! My God, that's nearly taking out the Williams. And as you can see, one of the cars at the front is invisible. Something I'll never understand as well, Ryan. Why do the cars go invisible?
That goes for a multitude of reasons. So if the game feels like a car has spun out and they're blocking up the track, they deem it sort of safe to ghost the car instead of unfortunately getting wrecked out. I'm just having a look through the race director here to see what may have occurred, because obviously I missed the start because someone readied up when they shouldn't have. It looks here that there was Crumpets involved with a collision with Optical as well as KG George, and Ian Beale was also noted as having a collision with Crumpets. I will have to go back and maybe have a look at the penalty report to see what may have potentially have happened. But a lot of contact. It looks like most certainly a turn 1 incident.
And also in Curva Grande, flat out. No way, people crashing there. We saw 3 cars completely spinning, one of them retiring, which was Bilbo. It's a shame to see. But as I said, the track is so easy, you're not you're not going to have so many incidents. Look at LJM! Oh my God, LJM! That is what you'd call a move, but unfortunately it didn't work out too well. The dive was too much, he caught the corner and he gets a penalty. The ambition was there, but you need to have ambition with thought behind it. If you just drive recklessly, things ain't gonna work out for you. Here we
I
go.
think this is where a lot of experience is going to come in, where you see the drivers like Philbo, Drift King, Pyres, and Optical all usually up at the front. LGM is a new driver here, so we don't really know what sort of experience he has or anything like that. Just more or less that, he's very, very new, so we don't know how much he can handle the pressure of being up at the front. It seemed like, was it dumb luck that maybe managed to pull away so well during the sprint race that he got a really good start? Was he lucky that motor also just completely missed the first turn? Who knows? But it looks like in the main event he is sort of really struggling to race wheel to wheel with other drivers.
Yeah, he was doing good when he was leading. Oh my God, and he speeds in the pit lane. That just jinxed the poor guy. Things are going from bad to worse for him. Here you see Optical trying to make a move on Ryan Harris. He's going to have to wait behind as we head into turn number 1. Of course, the first variante. Updraft. Howard says, you can bump draft in this game. Please shoot me in the ass.
It's really weird. LGM has gone into the pits. Did he have a damaged front wing at all?
He might have had one of the pads come off because we saw how close he was racing. And with Driftkin, here you see Josta catching on rules, and I think the DRS should be enough. Oh, we have a caution. It's Pies. It's Pies. Can we see what happened to him? Doesn't look like damage. The front wing is still there. Those are good news for him. I am gonna say something, Ryan. I think having the cars being invisible just takes so much out of the immersion of a race, you know. I think the cars should stay there, you know. You gotta be clean. You gotta wait for the rest to go through, and then you rejoin the track. As you see, Rules and Drift King trading positions. That was sketchy, but he made it happen. Rules goes up into the lead. Aye.
Now we're on board with V&B, or can he make it up to... Ooh. That's getting a little bit squirrely there on the grass, and he's outbroke by the Ferrari, but that just allows Ian to really jam on the brakes very last minute to make up that gap.
As you can see, Optical nearly going for a punt. Tell me, Ryan.
I think what may have been the cause of Pyres is excursions. He may have dropped it just on the exit curb of Lesmos 2. It is a very, very common thing to happen here at that track. In any car, really, when you get onto the exit curb of Lesmo 2, you can either sometimes ground out, you can get on the Astro, the rear tires sort of lose grip.
Oh, yeah. There you have it. There you have it.
Safety car.
Oh, no.
And it looked like he may have lost it on the exit of Ascari.
Yep. I think too much curve. On the exit. Go on the grass, and unfortunately, first safety car is out. As we start lap number 8. Well, Ryan Howard, please tell me, what do you think of how the race has been going?
I would have really liked to seen the first part, but obviously when people are already up early, that causes carnage and chaos. It's something we really need to crack down on and really look into.
I do have to say,
yeah,
a little better.
As the rule sort of stands, it's if someone does ready up early, we just run the race anyway.
Yeah.
Personally, I think a direction should be that, the lobby should be restarted with the person who readied up early taking a grid penalty. I think that would be a much better way of doing things.
I'm not gonna lie. What I would do is just fix the setup time to 2 minutes, so nobody can touch it. But I don't know if the game allows that. I suppose
Sadly, it doesn't.
Well, oh, a surprise! Gold Masters looking rolling in. Okay. Let's be honest. We expected them not to have that act. Like, that's the thing. Those are the things I don't understand about this game. These things are obvious. Why don't you have them in there? That's the thing that bothers me about this game. Not just the box, which of course we're over it already. This is just ridiculous. But like the fact that why don't you have an option so you can just limit the time for setting up the car, so nobody can, do what, for example, whoever did, which is start the race early. I really don't understand it. Either way, lap number 9. I'll have 2 number 9s.
Number 9 large.
2 number 45. 1 with cheese. And a large soda. Well, if you can see everybody out on track. I think it's a new rubber all over the place. Indeed. New rubber for everybody except Crumpets. So
I'm just having a chat with Filber at the moment just to get an idea of what may have happened. In his words, he said he was dive bombed in the first corner, had his rear tapped. He's managed to save it before going into the wall, only for the driver to go around the other side and push him into the barrier anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we saw on Curva Grande. It's just people need to calm down, man. People need to calm down. You don't win the race on lap 1, you need to calm down. People just go so aggressively. Like that's the thing that I have always been saying throughout the season. I don't want to make the drivers look bad. They make themselves look good or bad. And unfortunately some of them are making themselves look like fools. Because you cannot have lap number 1 with cold tires. You cannot have people going 4 wide through the first chicane of Monza, and then people punting each other out on a straight. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but it is what it is. Safety car is out. Look at that beauty, Mercedes GT4. Great car. If you have iRacing, I surely recommend you to give it a shot. It's a lovely car indeed. And Rose is going to be the one to restart things off. Ryan, quick prediction. Is it going to start early on the throttle or late?
I think it's going to be late.
I think it's going to be early. I think it's just going to make Parabolica and immediately go on the power. We'll see. Let's see who's right. You or
Still hasn't gone.
well, Parabolica is what they're doing right now.
Alright, he's now go.
Yeah, and it was early. Didn't even
That was
wait.
late. What do you mean? Pay up.
What do you mean? That's early. He can go full throttle until the finish line. That's pretty early. Oh, he misses the corner though. The entry in the chicane was not good.
Maybe he didn't get in the temperature into the tires he wanted to. Maybe it was just a bit too late on the brakes.
Yeah, keep in mind it's a hard compound, so a little tougher to get up to temperature, especially. Behind the safety car we go with the top 5 because Drift King is closing into Danstag. Dude, I'm really happy to see Danstag this high on the board. As I said before, we were used to seeing him in the middle of the pack, but this man has stepped up, and he no shame in his game no more. He has it done. So far, everybody coming cleanly. Do his first lap of the restart looks good. The top 5 Yeah, a little bit of a trade-off behind Mr. Howard.
Yes, it does unfortunately look like LGM, who did benefit from that safety car actually, is at the back of the pack. Can he, demonstrate what he did in the sprint race and make his way up? It looks like he's going to try and make a move on Crumpets, and looks like Paez is spun out again.
Yeah, that's not good. There you see him back on his ways. But we have
looks
about 2
like-
more to go. Tell me.
LGM has moved up past both the Alpines, which in an online sort of setting with equal cars, it's not very often you see two teammates together like that very often.
True. They return data. You see Joseph Danzag great in positions, great fights all over the place. Joseph trying to catch the drift king now. That's a great listener too. That I gotta say was beautiful.
It did look like everyone did take advantage of the safety car and have all decided to jump onto the hard compound tyre. Bar OMG, it's Solo, as well as Ian Beale. I think maybe the hard tyre would definitely make it to the end. I can understand the reason why you would want to pit as early as these guys have. But it's definitely going to be a stretch for these guys to make it to the end on the hard compound tyre. The medium tyres I can see dropping off exponentially around about lap 22.
I think so.
I believe so.
Well, I want to know when the drivers are going to pit. If we don't have any more 50 cars, I understand in the next 8 to 9 laps, we'll see their last pit stops happening as we see Joseph making a little solo pull. Joseph not having the best
I don't
of
think
times.
there is going to be any more pit stops. Everyone has made their pit stop.
You think so? But they pitted early, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've pitted early, and it's really going to be a battle of tyre saving. So that's why I say Solo and Ian Beale may want to look at perhaps hoping for another safety car.
Yeah.
Doing a two-stopper under green flag conditions. Try maybe go onto the softs at the very end and get the fastest lap. It's a hard one strategy-wise, I would say. The hard compound tyres, they're definitely going to just about make it. It wouldn't be outside the realms of possibility.
Yeah, you need a safety car to get the stars, just to stay alive,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It
does look that way. It is. Simple fact is, everyone is all on the same sort of strategy now, bar Solo and Ian Beale.
Look at this,
Trying
side
to
by
work
side
it out.
action. It is Fortegaos taking back the P3. A little bit of a 3 wide action going through there. The gaps are opening massively. On the back, let's go on board with Josa. And at the back of a 4-man fight for P3. Lovely done. From the 4 drivers, Solo and Optical catching behind. The pack is building.
Looks like Harris is back on the attack though, only 1/10 between the two of them. As he got the exit, he's dumping his entire battery just to get up to the back of that house.
Look at this. Look at the speed. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. DRS is overpowered and nearly made the move.
And he decided against it at the end. It's not advisable going too wide through Ascari, so usually a lot of drivers still understand that if there is a driver on the inside of you going into Ascari, you just kind of have to secede that place. It's not a set of corners you want to go side by side through. You just let him have it, get a better exit, and take him at the next straight into Parabolica where you can.
Most
You
definitely.
should get the position back.
Most definitely. Here you see Ryan Harris making the move. No problems whatsoever. Lap 14. We're halfway here at Monza, round 6 of the Formula 1 Championship. This is our second season At the moment, the Drift King leads the race from Rules, Harris, Jorgeos, Danzak, Joseph, Solo, Optical, Beal, LJM, George, Crumpets, Chicken, and Pies. The other 3 drivers have unfortunately had incidents and there won't be available for ending the race. They've gotten themselves a DNF, and I must say, things are getting a little tighter here on the mid pack. Again, Josa on the hunt, Solo behind with DRS. Of course, as you can hear, those reps topping on the top gear. As I previously mentioned, this track is well known for its simplicity. It's all about the engine power. Who can go the fastest on the straight is certainly going to be the one at the lead. The good thing for us is all cars have equal performance, so it comes down mostly to the driver's ability to exploit the advantages of the car to their liking. Here we go, back on the fight with P5. Danzak getting a little close to Jorgeos this time around. We go a little further back. Not a lot of fighting, right?
I was also just going to jump on something you just said just now. Yes, while there may be equal cars, the setups aren't fixed, so they can choose the setup of their cars. Ideally for Monza, you want as much top speed as you can because of the very long straights. So you want minimal downforce, but obviously we have some slow corners such as the chicanes. So you also need to sort of balance that out with having really good cornering ability. But to do that, you need tougher, stronger, stiffer suspension. And unfortunately, that does come with more aggressive tyre wear. So it's all about getting that balance between mechanical grip, the aerodynamics. Oh, and it looks like there's a new driver in P3 going side by side through Ascari.
You could see big fight happening here. As you said, for P3, Jorgeos is going to try to defend it. Racy Danzak trying to make a move on Harris. Harris is still trying to cover that P4. I do have to say, drivers are being a little dirty with the off-track limits. We have 8 drivers with penalties, which is insane. Considering, as I said before, how easy this track is to drive. Look at Ryan Harris go for the dive on a Danzak. He makes it work. And next victim, Jorgeos. The exit was very good for Rome, the Aston Martin. As you can see, one car is invisible. Was there contact? I think so.
There
right?
was just a little bit of contact. I was riding on board with Harris. There was a little slight touch of the rear left there of the Haas. But yeah, there was incredible wheel knowledge there. He managed to box down into the left side, making sure he can, take advantage of the slipstream that Jose was giving him. And yeah, it was really, really good racing, very clever racing on his half. He was making use of the DRS. He was making sure that Dan to Dag couldn't make any moves either, giving him well boxing. Excellent racing knowledge.
Yeah, what I didn't understand was Solo not going for the moving optical. That was too conservative. He could have done it no problems whatsoever. He had DRS enabled, so yeah. But I do have to say, even though with all the penalties, Ryan, best race of the season so far. Only one
Absolutely.
safety car. Somewhat cleanish race from everybody. I think we're finally seeing the drivers improve on their personal.
It looks like there's a new change for the leader. We've now got OMG, it's Wrexham. However they want to be Juicers. And we've got drivers going into the pits now. So we've got Joe Star who's decided, you know what, got nothing else to lose, let's go into the pits, bolt on a set of mediums. That should take him to the end easily.
And as you can see, Rules and Griff King are still fighting harshly. Time for Lesmo number 1. The line is good from the Griff King. Let's see Lesmo 2. Looks good as well. DRS.
Fantastic.
I'll see you later, Ryan. This should be a very easy overtaking maneuver. Wait. He didn't open DRS.
That's interesting. Do you think? Oh, Crumpets is.
Oh God Almighty!
We've got a safety car, safety car. looks like Joe Star wants. Ah.
Oh, you can see the
Yeah,
car
it was on
was
the
crashed. Yeah, on the XLS too.
Yeah. I may have just worked out why Joe Star did come to a stop there, and that was because Delta. But this has helped all the drivers massively who pitted under that first safety car. They've now got that opportunity to bolt on another set of mediums or hards and take it to the end. Oh, we've got drivers going on to the softs.
Well, could be a
Interesting.
possibility as well, yeah, because you're going to have a couple laps behind safety, so you're going to end up on lap number 20. You're going to have 8 laps on the soft, so not a bad idea at all.
Joe Star is going back into the pits again.
That's unlimited.
Yeah, he just pitted and now he's pitting again. So that's interesting to say the least.
Well, let's be honest, he was last, so it doesn't matter too much. He's going to catch up to the group. I guess he's going to put softs. Indeed, that's going to be the case. Soft tire for Josta. And now it will be all till the checker. Unless we have another safety car out. It's a shame to see that we had a big incident and another driver has been taken off the race. That is 4 already. Well, now we are waiting behind the safety car 4 to leave. I understand it should be next lap. Here we go.
It does look like the lights are still on the safety car. Maybe I can't quite tell. But I don't think the safety car will be in this lap. Maybe the next one.
Yeah, probably next one, yeah. I think it should be next one where finally comes in. It will be rules. Setting pace once again. And I want to hear your prediction. Early or late?
I think it's going to be on the end of Parabolica. He puts his foot down, maybe midway through. But I'm more interested. Who do you think is going to take the lead, Drift King or Rules?
Well, I think Rules is going to stay in the lead, and once DRS comes into play, it's going to be a trade-off over and over and over again. Like, you know, that is all that Monza has to offer. Just big speed overtakings, and it's going to come down to whoever can manage to get DRS after Lesmo 2 and get the position. That is my personal opinion. For example, if Rules is ahead of Drifting on Lesmo 2, I think it's going to be Drifting making the move before Ascari and winning the race. I think that's going to be it.
And also another interesting update. Both Rules and Drift King have one warning for track limits. Both have a warning for track limits, so they still have a couple to use up before a penalty is inbound their way.
Well, that'd be a little dirty, you know, don't you think? Using off tracks to win. But no, hey, when you want to win, you don't do anything.
Take the creative line through Ascari.
Hey, good idea. Not too much on a Formula 1, but maybe on a GT3. That would work out
maybe an IndyCar.
Well, yeah. Would work well for the IndyCar if you want to end up upside down.
Yeah. Maybe you should do what Mountain Brundle said, just no track limits, just walls. Alright, safety car in, as predicted, is in this lap. It is going to be down to Rules to set the pace. So there isn't any naughty boys who would want to rear-end one another under safety car conditions.
Well, no. You never know. Rules. We're going to go on board with it, yeah?
Yep. I think the drivers are very, very clever. They use their knowledge of the sprint race to make the strategy decisions they did. Simply knowing that the sprint race was 9 laps long, and that's basically how many laps they're going to have, -1. Yep, there you go, midway through Parabolica.
Well, that was a really, really bad restart from the Rules.
Yeah,
it went half throttle. It gave Drifting time to go fully on the power, You're gonna stay ahead. But yeah.
Drift King looks as though he's got a really good exit out of there.
I don't think it's gonna
And he's
get
going to
it,
be
though. It's close.
he's going to be storming up near to Rules. Is he going to try and outbreak him? Is he going to sell him a dummy? Let's have a look. No, he's just staying behind. He seems very content where he is at the moment, just eking out those little tenths, hundreds, and thousands.
Yeah, I think he's doing good. Do not waste any single bit of ERS. Save it all for the last lap, because that is exactly where you're gonna need it. Now the drag is just gonna carry you through, as you can see. The slipstream is enough to catch up. Time for a Scotty.
That with a little bit of help from ERS as well. He may have only used it for just a little bit there, but it was enough to get him right up there. Now he's going to avoid making a move into Parabolica here, maybe. Oh no, wait, DRS isn't open, is it?
It will be open now.
This makes a huge mistake.
And let's go with optical. Here you see. Going very wide. Mr. Danzag, LJM making a move. Ryan Harris with the fastest lap. Go quickly with our leader because we have a three-man bout. It's Rules, Drift King, and Harris. Drift King still staying behind. Just by a really tiny space. Side by side, car is out. On the first variante. What is that region for the love of God? Total level's not good. I could have been way worse if drivers behind went full throttle. Optical on P7 trying to find a gap through the Alfa Romeo, but he's not managing to do so. Ryan, we're close to getting into lap number 22. Things are coming to an end.
You need to watch Drift King just race this guy. He's being very, very tactical about how he's doing it. Trying to urge Rules to make the odd mistake. Just a small marginal one, so he's really sizing them up corner per corner.
Yeah, and as I said, I don't think he should be using any tiny bit of ERS. As you can see now, he is deploying because he thinks too far away. I don't see a sense of using it, because definitely now with DRS, they're just going to get it done already. As you can see, he's actually deploying ERS. I think his wing is broken and he cannot use DRS. That might be why we saw him before not using it. Is that an actual mechanic? I don't know. But there you see a really bad exit from Rules, and Drift King moves through. If Drift King's rear wing is damaged and he cannot open DRS, let's be very honest, he is screwed. Because once we go after Lesbo 2, that will be a walk in the park. If Rules can actually stay behind him, another mistake through the second chicane. Rules needs to get his grip. Here we go.
But it does look like Drift King has made his way through.
Yeah, he has.
Rules has fallen down by quite a bit. Even with DRS, he seems to be falling backwards.
I really don't understand how it's falling down. Oh, I want to move! Optical! My God, move of the night. No doubts. On the middle of the corner. That is unbelievable. 3 wide for a second. LJM trying to make a move. On that Danzig, he gets it done. Optical also trying to go through Danzig as well. Danzig gets a penalty for going too wide on Parabolica. And I want to go quickly with our leaders because look at that. DRS gets the job done. We have 5 laps to go.
I think maybe Drift King was a little bit overly ambitious there with the exit of that corner. He may have overdone it and gave up too much time in trying to get that exit there. But it looks like he's made that time back, no problem.
Yep, Drift King passes through the corners, it seems. We'll see. Can he deploy DRS? We'll find out now.
Yeah, his rear wing is in fact open right now.
Is it? Yeah, it's working, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is working, so I really don't understand why I didn't use it before. No sense.
is certainly very interesting.
As you can see, though, what I told you is exactly what's happening. He's saving all ERS possible. He knows he needs to save it for that last lap. That's where it counts the most. As long as he can keep himself within DRS distance all the time he's losing without dropping ERS on, he'll gain it back. As you can see, only with DRS. He's already at the back of rules when he was half a second behind. DRS is a gift of the gods for these cars. Here you see it. If I continue, it's another 3-second penalty. My God. I was running the track so much.
We're just coming up to the second chicane. Making it through. We have a big shout out to Harris, by the way, who's managed to gain 11 positions during this race, which is an incredible feat, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, he might drop a couple with the penalty, of course. There you see how close it is between Rules and Drift King. We're going to head now with 3 laps to go. Oh my God, that didn't look good. That could have ended horribly wrong. Drift King putting the pressure. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Who's it gonna be? You can see both of them going on the brakes. Just trying not to let the other get the DRS. Very smart there from Rules. Gonna get DRS and fly away. Very smart indeed. But do that again, and Ryan Harris could get in the midst of it all. With 3 laps.
Oh, they go a little bit squirrely on the exit there.
Go a little further down the back, shall we? LJM, as you can see, struggling as nearly everybody. Well, we need to go right to the lead because, again, they're side by side. Heading into the second variante. Of course, Ragazzi Figlio is the first one. The second one, De La Roccia. Nicely done from Drift King. Managed to stay ahead. Harris still catching. DRS open for both. Look at Harris. He might have a shot. No, he's running behind him. He doesn't want to get involved in trouble. This could mean a P5 finish for Harris if he keeps the pace up. Here we go. Lap number 26. Right now we're 2 laps to go.
Let's have a look. And Rules puts on the DRS. It looks like they are going side by side with Harris there.
Oof.
Oh,
God.
Rules really took a battering there. Oh, and Harris just spins the leader around. That's going to be a huge penalty.
Yeah. That
Absolutely
certainly
massive.
is going to break things down massively. Harris, of course, not going to be in contention for lead unless everybody else crashes behind them. Rules has this victory covered if he doesn't crash because of the penalties for the front and behind.
But I'm wondering, did Rules suffer any wing damage as a result of that little contact down the straight?
Well, let's check it out. Looks like the wing is fine.
Looks nice and clean. Nothing too broken on it. But I can imagine Drift King is going to be furious about what's just happened.
That is the after race, ladies and gentlemen. Join our Discord. Discord.gg LSR to have all the fun in the chat because that's going to get spicy as every week. Here we go. Last lap of the race. Harris leads virtually. But of course, that will not be for long. Rules goes through. Takes the lead. There you see. He is through. Drift King's still going to get to P2. I'm sure, again, he's going to be pretty mad about not having a chance because he was saving so much ERS to get this
All for
done.
it to be undone. Yeah. It is unfortunate, and the way I look at it,
That's racing.
Drift King was ahead. It was just an unfortunate tap, but it did more look like Harris from the small snippet that we saw. Harris was really sort of going into a corner in which there was not going to be any space, and they've just overdone it.
I agree with you, but my friend, it is the end for us here. One more corner. And it will be Rules taking the checkered flag of winning the race. Good race, fun to watch. Thank you very much, Mr. Stealing. Love you, Bubba. Let's see in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, here you have your winner of the Monza GP. It's Rules taking the victory, drifting on second, Jorge on third, Pies on fourth, Solo on fifth. As you can see, Optical moving up to 6, Beal, Harris, LJM, Joseph, Lansdacker, George, and Chicken. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to each and every single one of you for staying here with us. And for me, it's going to be a good night. So, Ryan Howard, wrap it up, baby.
Thank you everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. And on to next week, where the race, let me just double check, is going to be at Suzuka. That's going to be a good one. Thank you everyone, and take care.
Have a good night, everybody.